Good evening, everyone. Good evening. Good evening. Good evening. Good evening. Good evening. Good evening, everyone. Good evening. Good evening. Yes, good evening. Good evening. Good evening. Good evening. Just fixing my chain here. You know, fixing my chain here. So, if you all can see, I got a new drop cloth back there. You look at it. Right? Duck low. I got a new drop cloth. I hope you like it. I know I like that new drop cloth. It's nice. It's hitting good. So, um, before I get into this, I want to explain to you guys that you're going live, right? And you're going deep, 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 deep. Especially when you're dealing with the spiritual world, it drains it drains your whole entire being, right? When you're dealing in the spiritual realm, because you talking from a place of spirituality that most people, a lot of people, is not in tune with. I'm not saying people not in tune with it, but majority of the world, majority of the people that's in existence, they not in tune with spirituality at all. So when you coming from a spirituality sense of mind, body, and soul, and you getting in depth, and you're talking about current events, past events, and you talking about these things of plotting and planning, it drains your very energy from you, right? And it feel like you be on cloud nine. It feel like you'll be on cloud nine. You actually is on cloud nine, but it drains your body, soul, and mind, basically. So you got to regenerate. You have to regenerate. This is why I'm giving 3 or 4 videos a day. Every day I'm giving some type of videos. I'm giving 2 videos or I'm giving 3 videos. I have to give you the information, right? Even though it's tiring, even though I know that is mentally draining, I have to give you the information basically as I know it. I cannot sit here with the information because I don't know what's going to happen to me tomorrow, basically. So I give it to you. Whatever I receive from the spiritual world with the creator permission to give me a piece, right? A piece of history, of the unseen, ghaib, the things that came before us that we have no record of, basically, right? He gives bits and pieces of it in scriptures. He don't go into it. So to get that and ask for permission and access to that, it drains you once you go in there. It drains you. It's very draining. So, you know, sometimes I need time to relax, basically. This is what basically um I need for your guys to understand, right? Yeah. So you see the topic. What was life before the flood? How was life? How was existing? You know, how was it? How was the earth? How was the planet? How was the universe? How was things was before, the flood went on, before scriptures came in to existence, basically. Before scriptures came in. Because what we all know during Noah time, right? He wasn't a Christian, he wasn't a Jew, right? And he was not Muslim. He was part of the uprighted guided ones, the uprighted God one, that bloodline. As I break down in many other videos that I break down, right? That is very, very important that we have to look at, basically, right? So, but before we get into a topic, keep your eyes open and your head on the swivel. There's murder, death, kill going on here. Not just physically, spiritually, and mentally. Is murder, death, kill going on. Live the life, lead the life, ain't no thing. I'm married to the game, and the game is married to me, right? And it cloaked itself with our lower desires, which is the nafs, which is the soul, right? Which has passion, basically, which has feelings, emotion. It cloaks itself with our lower desires, what we like, right? And what we want. It's not what we need, it's what we want, basically, right? It cloaks itself with that, basically, right? With fame, fortunes, and riches, right? It tells you, I can give you all of this. I can give it to you. I can give it to you. I can give it to you. Come over here. But it's a contract that you sign, basically. It's a contract that you sign. And once you sign this contract, you're basically finished. Finish. It sets you up and it's going to backdoor you straight like that. It's 3 ways out, but it only shows 2 ways out once you're trying to get out of this murder, death, kill life. It's death, right? It's death and these plantation jails, prison. So you can be up there rocking state greens. So you could be on a child line, right? On the rec, on a child, on the law library, right? On the programs, on the academic programs, right? On the vocational programs, on the visit, right? On the religious studies, basically, right? This is what it says. On the medication, all of these things, right? To have you ultimately is to finish you and to do what? For you to be an organ donor and you be sitting up there in front of the judge asking why? Murder, death, kill. You looking around, nobody's there. You know, they have you doing all these acts. Now you locked up facing 10 years, 15 years, 20 years, life. You know, this is what it does. It doesn't. We have to call it how we see it. And how we see it is what it is. It's showing it to you. It's showing it to you. But most of us is weak. We want to go in there because our circumstances, it's our circumstances, you know, allow us to bark on this what? Murder, death, kill, you know? So we have to look at this, right? I'm giving you what? Knowledge, wisdom, and understanding from what? Experience from a spiritual eye. Been there, done that. Been there, done that. Been there, done that. I ain't like those shoes. So I gave it back to the co-creators, gave it back to the co-creators, gave it back to the co-creators, right? Please like, share, subscribe to the dopest channel out right now on YouTube. This is all big facts. Brothers and sisters, kings and queens, right? Ladies and gentlemen, right? Prince and princess all around the world, basically all around the world, right? Please do not forget to hit the notification bell. Hit it, hit it, hit it, hit it, so you can know when I'm dropping heat and bangers for you and I to get past the hump so we can reveal this murder, death, kill mindset, which is barbaric, evil, twisted, and demonic, right? And this devil, it doesn't care anything about you. It's going to backdoor you. It's going to backbite you. It's going to stab you in the back. Yes, this is what it does. It does. On this channel, we don't promote violence. We don't promote ignorance. We don't promote you smoking weed. We don't promote you drinking alcohol, Don Julio, Hennessy, all that other stuff. You know, we don't do that. We don't promote what? Call each other these offensive nicknames. This channel to uplift you, uplift you, uplift you, uplift you. This is what this channel's about. Basically, over here we listen to a little jazz music as we get into a little jazz music, you know? So come on, listen to some jazz music with me. Yeah, I'm on fire. I'm not playing with you. Yeah. I gotta sit back in my thoughts, count 1, 2, and 3 for me and you to get past the hump. As we look back in our flow, our minds like tic-tac-toe, tic-tac-toe. We flow like this, we flow like that. We on beat, we on time with this murder, death, kill. See, little by little, I'm doing a little freestyle, right? Please like, share, subscribe to the dopest channel out right now on YouTube. This is all big facts. Been there, done that. Don't forget to hit the notification bell. Hit it, hit it, hit it. As I drop the E for your hair, I'm on time, I'm on beat. You know how I give it up. It's flow, man. I'm right here. All right, let's get right into this. We're gonna get right this. I was having a little fun with freestyle this a little bit, but my thoughts is I'm tired. I'm very tired. You know, I'm drink, so I really couldn't go in the way I wanted to. You know, but it's just a little fun for me and you. You know, to sit back. Oh man, you could. Dad, this guy can spit too. Yeah, I can spit too, and I can write if I want to. You know what I'm saying? I'm telling you, I'm nice. I'm nice. Listen, I'm a good barber too. I'm nice with them clippers. I'm nice with them clippers too. So, all right, we're gonna talk about we're gonna talk about what happened before the flood time and how our ancient ancestors used to live. Basically, there was pyramids here. There was pyramids here, right? And we all know if you look at my thumbnail, you seen Mansa Musa. That's Mansa Musa. They lived just like him. All right, just like him, basically, whether it was non-belief and belief, basically, you know, and this was what's going on, basically, before Noah time, basically, and during Noah time, that we have to check this, right? So the ancient ancestors were so in tune, right? They did not speak, basically. They talked telepathically to one another. Telekinesis was the tool that they used, basically, right? And as they gain more knowledge, more spirituality, basically, right? They became one with the Alpha Omega, right? The Alpha Omega allowed them to transform what they spirits in and out their body freely. They even sat amongst the angels and taught the angels how to worship the Alpha Omega, basically. That's how in tune they was. They was very in tune, basically, right? Now, it wasn't a lot of them, right? They was outnumbered between non-belief, basically, right? And these ancient ancestors, they all was ancient ancestors, non-belief and belief, basically, right? Non-belief and belief, basically, right? So at one particular time, you know, being that the belief, ancient ancestors taught everyone how to worship the creator, basically, right? Rules and regulations was telling them how to worship him. You had a group, basically, a group of non-belief, ancient ancestors. They didn't want to give up the teaching, basically. They didn't want to give the teaching. They didn't want to give the lifestyle. Now, you all know, basically, what this murder, death, kill mindset, barbaric, evil, twisted mindset. Basically, you know. So now, if you was in this, basically, right, they have their teachings too. Now, they are real too. This is, keep it real, because I was living it. So I know. So they didn't want to give up this life of gold and doing these acts of worship, you know, and doing these hideous acts and things. They didn't want to do that. They didn't want to do it. They did not want to do none of it, basically, right? So this is during Adam time and so forth and so on, all the way to Prophet Noah. May peace and blessing be on all these prophets, those that's named and those he didn't name, basically, and messengers. So when this thing was going on, they prayed. They prayed to the creator, basically, to the creator, to the Alpha Omega, basically, to keep their lineage, they keep their bloodline sacred and holy, basically. This is what they did because they were so in tune. They were so in tune, basically. Back then, it wasn't allowed for you to speak. You talk telepathically to each other and to the creator, basically. Basically, yes, this is how it was done. Yes, it was diamonds and gold, rubies, pyramids. It was all of that. It was a sight that you had to see with your eyes, basically. A lot of these things, right, is being uncovered now, basically. It's being uncovered now because it was washed away when the flood hit. The pyramids and the tombs and stuff like that, right? The evidence on how civilization was basically before the flood. This is how it was. It was always non-belief and belief, basically, right? The ancient ancestor used to walk. When they used to walk, the very earth used to crumble, right? The very rocks used to crumble. The birds, the bees, the trees used to crumble out of what? Out of admiration towards these enlightened ones, right? That's why they was called the uply God right ones. They was called the uply God right ones, the ancient ancestors, basically. So remember, the Creator says in the Quran that what? Mankind was but one nation, one creation. They was all but one, right? And they differ later on. They start differing later on because they didn't want to relent shit, right? Or they didn't want to give up their ways and actions. So it was a lot of fight going on. It was a lot of fight going on. And I'm going to tell you what, Enoch was not the only ancient ancestor that was taken up. You had ancient ancestors that was powerful that the creator took them up and they up there right now with the creator. Enoch wasn't the only one, basically. Jesus, alayhi salam, wasn't the only one. Those wasn't the only one. The righteous, ancient ancestors, basically. So, this is facts. This is facts. This is facts, brothers and sisters. This is facts. The creator don't dibble and dabble into this all the way because this was a dark time for mankind. It was a dark time from the ancient ancestors, basically. It was. It wasn't no scriptures. It wasn't no Jews. It wasn't no Christian. It wasn't no religion. It wasn't no Muslim. It was nothing going on. It was belief and non-belief, basically. And the non-belief was out of control, out of hand. It was out of control, right? They wanted to become immortal. This is why the creator says he has not granted no one, right, permanent residence, becoming immortal. No, he did not. And they was trying to find ways to become immortal, to become one. This is what they was doing. They was doing bad acts was going on. And the bloodline is still here. Yes, it's still here. All the bloodline wasn't eradicated during the flood time. So this is what went on before the flood, basically. It was pyramids. You had the ancestors transforming their spirit and their souls outside of their bodies, going beyond the zones of the heavens, sitting amongst the angels, teaching the angels how to worship the creator. This is facts. This is all facts. It was facts. Yes, they did. And in return, the angels taught them. The angels taught them, basically. This is what's going on. And this is why they started writing on the pyramid. Because before, they wasn't writing. They wasn't writing. So in order to keep the teaching, in order to keep what? Telepathically talking that was passed down, the ancestors wrote on the pyramids that passed down from generation to generation, right? The descendants upon the descendants upon descendants. That's how that went down, basically. That's how that went down. It was passed down, basically, right? Still held on telepathically talking, and telekinesis was still going on at that time. Even during the time of Noah, this still was going on. This was still going on, brothers and sisters, right? They had, palaces in these it was made out of gold, diamonds, rubies. It was the crowns Whew. And then the ancient ancestors was dipped out in gold and all of this stuff, man. So when you saw them sitting up there high in these thrones, you thought you see something different. You like, what is this? Is this an angel? Yes. And they was in tune. When you look at them, you see the creator. Just how powerful they was. Basically, they was in tune with spirituality, and they was trying to teach us amongst everybody, and everybody wasn't with it. Everybody wasn't jacking it straight like that. And what's going on right now? A lot of people not jacking spirituality. They not jacking it. They want the hand right now. And this is very important to jack spirituality. This is what's going to get you through, basically. Here and now, basically, you know? So this what happened. This what it was, basically. And some of the ancient ancestors, right? And the strong belief was Enoch. That's how powerful he was. When he walked, right? When he walked, the very earth would crumble, would crack. The trees itself was bent down. Itself, that's how powerful he walked. He had a force field around him. That's how deep in tune he was, Enoch. Yes. 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 And Noah, alayhi salam, peace be upon him. He was the last lad, not the last, but he was of that rich bloodline of the ancient ancestors, because the ancient ancestors foresaw what was going on. They prayed to the creator to save that bloodline of belief, because belief is always what? Outnumbered with non-belief. It's going to be more non-belief than belief. This is a fact. It's always been like that. It's always been like that. But belief becomes victorious in the end. It always prevail. I'm telling you, brothers and sisters, this ain't no joke. So get in tune with belief, right? So this what happened before the flood. Belief and non-belief, basically. This is what happened, basically. Yes, they telekinesis. They used to pick things up and place things down with their mind. Yes, this what was going on, brothers and sisters. Yes, we come from that bloodline. We are the descendants of that bloodline, basically, right? The Jews of that bloodline. This is why the messengers and prophets kept going to them, because what? Because they came from the ancient ancestors when they prayed to the utmost high to save their bloodline. That's why the message kept coming to them, kept coming to them, kept coming to them, kept coming to them. Yes, it kept coming to them. It kept coming to them. That's why they said they were the chosen ones, basically. Yes, they was the chosen one, because the bloodline was all in it. You can trace the bloodline. You can trace it. This is facts, brothers and sisters. Yes, yes. And this is why when the Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, right? And he says it, right? And this surah, I'm going to read this surah to you. Hold on one second. Hold on one second. Give me a second. Hold on. Give me a second. Give me a second. Hold on one second. I'm gonna have it for you in a minute. Hold on. No. All right. This is. Hold on one second. Hold on one second. Hold on one second. All right. This is Surah 10. This is Surah. This is chapter. This is chapter 110. Right? From verse 1 to 3. The Creator says, either Janasa Wallahi Wadfat, Wa'aita Nasa Yakaluna, Fidani Lali F Waja, Fasabi Hamdi Wabika, what stock film into in he said, either Janasi Wallahi Wadfat, Wa'aita Nasa Yakaluna, Fiji Ha. He said, no, excuse me. Either Janasa Wallahi Wadfat, Wa'aita Nasa Yakaluna, Fidani F Waja, Fasabi Bihamdi Fasabi Rabika Wastakfil in Innahu Kanatu Waba. He said, with the help of the Almighty in victory, and does not see people entering the way of life in crowds and celebrate the praise of thy Lord and pray for his forgiveness, for he is oft eternal, most merciful. They said that this was right here in that surah 110, 123. Either Janasa Wallahi Wafat, Wa'ai Tanasa Yakaluna, Fi Jadin F Waja, Fasabi Hamdi Rabika, Wastafil, Enganuta Ata Waba. Right? He said in that surah right there that he fulfilled his promise to the ancient ancestors that that's it. There's going to be no more prophets, no more revelations after Prophet Muhammad. Peace and blessing be upon him. Right there, it says it right there in that chapter 110, verse 1 to 3. That's it. He completed his favor, right? He completed his agreement with the ancient ancestors that prayed that their bloodline was going to be in existence of worshiping him. And he promised them that he will keep that bloodline going, right? And what we are the indigenous people of this land. We come from that very, 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 very bloodline. Basically, that's why the messengers and prophets kept coming to the Jewish. They had so many prophets and messengers coming to them, so many to keep the bloodline going. All right. This is facts. Because there was ancient ancestors, and the Creator took them up. He took them up, mind, body, and soul. He took them up to himself. That's how powerful they was, basically. Yes. So I would like to end this with keep your eyes open and your head on a swivel. There's murder, death, kill going on out here. Not just physically, spiritually, and mentally, right? Live the life, lead the life, ain't no thing. I'm married to the game and the game is married to me, right? Let's get back this evil, demonic, devil, twisted, barbaric, demon, devil mindset back to the co-creators of it. Please like, share, subscribe to the dopest channel out right now on YouTube. This is all big facts. Right? Please do not forget to hit the notification bell. Hit it so you can know when I'm dropping heat and bangers for you and I to get past the darkness as it overspread with inside of ourselves and as it overspread our community. Basically, I'm coming with knowledge, wisdom, and understanding. Experience from a spiritual eye. Been there, done that. Yes. Let's get back this murder, death, kill. Let's keep our foot on top of their necks. That's right. We up against major platforms over here. We up against major platforms. They got hundreds of thousands they got thousands of views of subscribers, man. This is what we up against, the murder, death, kill. But you know what? We're going to keep fighting. Team Flow, we here. the game. Get the head to bed. Night night for you. Murder, death, kill. Exposing you for who you are.